Yo. Yo.
Two things.
The layers.
I believe you said the juiciest.
The juiciest
response, which is so accurate. But also, what are all of the things you have open down below this messaging? That's now my next question.
Okay, let's see here. That is just Giphy responses.
Oh, different Giphy responses. I like that you're ready with them. But yeah, I just say Juice is just the juiciest. He's just if you were to try to describe Juice to someone who doesn't know him, I think I would just show people this message and be like, "This is my friend Juice. This is him to a T."
And it's not Clara.
Yeah.
It's not Clara.
I'm about to moped home from a pool party. This is for the audio listeners.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be late, but I shouldn't be too late, but I definitely will be late.
He's gonna be late, but not too late. But he's also told us before that he won't be too late and has missed the entire stream.
I love this man. He is an absolute legend.
A legend.
God among men.
A true gem of a human being. Like, how lucky are we to live in a time, in the billions of years in the universe, we get to live in a time where Justin the Juice is present and we personally know him. Hashtag blessed, y'all. Hashtag blessed.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.
Bethany just broke herself during the intro.
What did you?
William put the thing about Clara, like, who is Clara? And I was like, shoot, I can't remember it. And then I remembered what it was.
This is not Clara.
Not Clara. It was someone who asked.
Juice and I both have this hobby where some spam person will contact us and we will have a full-on conversation with them. Juice was not Clara.
It was not Clara.
And, yes, the person texting him said, "Is this Clara?" And he was like, "No," and that's how it went.
Yeah,
he's been not Clara in that group chat ever since.
Truly,
that's been like a year.
Yeah, it's been about a year. Not Clara. Not Clara. Also,
it's Wednesday.
Oh
yeah, what's the rest part? My name is AJ Lancaster. I'm one of the co-hosts, and this is what the show.
Hey, we're the Deacons. Yeah. We're the probably uncoolest part of the show. AJ and Juice have way more street cred than we do.
No. Guys, I am so tired. Why do you make me wake up at dawn for this show?
We make you wake up at dawn?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I am seeing the sun halfway up right now as I look up my window.
And so it's clearly dawn.
It is.
Is the sun
clearly dawn?
Is the sun setting in your parts of the world? Probably, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Up a little bit north, so our summer days get a little bit longer. So.
Yeah. And it's like 9 there, so it's probably sunset-y time. We get like what, 8:30, 8:45-ish.
Yeah, it's about 8:45 most of the time. Yeah, that's a fair.
It is officially dark 30 here now, but.
Well, yeah. So it's been training new employees week for me too. So I'm running on. I think this is day 10 of work straight. Yeah.
Training is hard, y'all. Training is hard. I feel you wholeheartedly.
Although I do have this fun thing that has finally. Okay, so I'm training people at work, right? When we go through our customer service module, that kind of thing, and just always throwing in just remember the 3 rules. Never underestimate your opponent. Take all fights outside and be nice.
Yeah.
For the first time of doing this for the past probably 5-6 years, I had somebody not say what. I said somebody say Roadhouse. I'm so happy.
What is it? What is this from?
It's Roadhouse.
Oh, it's Roadhouse. Got
Dalton's Rules.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Now.
You got to keep her there.
I've only ever watched Roadhouse once.
It's been a while since I've seen the original. I never watched the new one.
A long time ago. Yes, I also never partook in the new one.
The new one is it's not a good remake of Roadhouse, but it is such a good garbage action movie. I'm so happy with it. It also has the schlubby guy from The Menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one the big smile. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's in it. And he's awesome.
I'll speak while we're waiting for Juice. Speaking of movies, I'll do a quick recap. Now, this recap I'm about to give is going to change wildly by next week because we have 2 movies releasing, plus a couple of things are going to shift. But the current standings in the What the Show movie box office draft order game for fantasy football, or whatever it is we're calling it these days. There have been 10 movies released.
Can we call fantasy football something else now and no one told me?
Final Fantasy Football. It's got Sephiroth.
Or whatever we're calling it.
Yeah, whatever we're calling it these days.
Okay.
So 10th place would be AJ with Back to Black, and he's going to fall to 14th. That's a guarantee. 9th is currently Justin the Juice with Tarot. At this moment, 8th place is currently held by William with Quiet Place Day 1. That is probably going to change tomorrow. Furiosa's Bethany is currently in 7th, likely going to be joining the rest of What the Show at the bottom.
Going down in an earlier.
Garfield right this minute is in 6th place. It is likely going to switch with the current 5th place, which is the Fall Guy of Moose. That is also probably going to change by this weekend. If is pretty secure in 4th place at the moment. Bad Boys Ride or Die is at the moment in 3rd place, is likely going to move into 2nd over Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Did anybody see that one coming before the
No.
I think I had it like 7.
And
But
Inside
there's
Out
a lot of
2.
movies left.
Inside Out 2 is just insurmountable. PJ is picking first.
Yeah.
So that's the current the current standings there. Quiet Place going digital in 3 weeks, yes, but
we can only hope. Just kidding. I love you.
it's gonna catch Furiosa.
I know that.
So okay, so I still have my thing about that one guy, about John Krasinski, but I loved Lupita Nyong'o. I love the dude.
I love the movie.
Joseph Quinn, and it's from the director of Pig.
The
And there's
movie's
a cat.
fantastic.
I would say it was really, really good.
It's top probably 3 or 4 of the year for me right now.
Like,
You know what?
and apparently there's a cat.
Yes,
There
and
is a cat.
the cat is a scene stealer.
The cat is a star. I will say.
Like you did everything to make me go see this movie, Michael Sarnowski.
I think you're actually this is an AJ movie for certain too, because it's like this gigantic disaster movie, but it's like individually
And
focused.
it's so character driven.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. And it's great. Like usually I feel like in a movie like this we wouldn't have gotten, I don't know. Like it's very
It's
like
more focused on the
it's
disaster
than
than the people. This one is the disaster is happening for certain, but you're focused on the people.
Yeah,
It's good. Like I really liked it, and like the more I think about it after the fact, I'm like, I like this way more. I liked it coming out of the theater. I think I've grown to love it just by letting it sit.
Yeah.
But
I
is it
think
as good as Conor McGregor in a stolen taxi with a pina colada
Is
with
anything?
a back seat full of empty coconuts that were pina coladas, driving down the road laughing like a maniac?
How do you top that?
Debatable.
Roadhouse #1. For
Or
a
the
while
film
there, it was the best
of
movie I had seen
2024.
this year. I'd seen that few.
We've gotten a decent number in. I was listening to the Extra Movie Butter podcast today. They were going over like their kind of like halfway through the year awards, and somehow I derailed them, despite the fact that I was not there.
He's very proud of himself for that.
I was listening. Yeah, it was pretty great. If you bring up Club Dread or for some reason Argyle,
Yeah. Everyone's
we're the first thought people have is
yeah.
those guys watch a lot of terrible movies.
I see. I can see why they think this. Maybe because we are known for watching terrible movies. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. Argyle is a piece of cinematic glory.
Argyle was
a masterpiece.
a spectacular attempt, and the attempts were made.
They attempted things. I don't know if
Argyle
they all succeeded.
has me asking so many questions about Samuel L. Jackson in the Kingsman universe.
I just want everyone to know that this week has been a real struggle for me because I have been obviously watching The Bear, and it just makes me so effing hungry. And it's really a problem. I'm like, I can't watch the show too many episodes in a row because I am just going to sit and eat because I just am hungry. But I can't eat good gourmet things like I'm seeing on the show. I made myself a veggie corn dog today while I watched an episode, and I was like, I don't think this hits quite the same.
Bro, this show makes me get off. I'll get off of work, and I'll be like, I want to watch The Bear and make gnocchi from scratch tonight. It's
If you would like to send me some gnocchi, I would not be mad about that. Sorry, my smoker's cough is just kicking in today for some reason. I've never touched a cigarette to my lips in my life, everyone, but
Can't say I've never done that.
truly have never even, no in my life. AJ, you?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So I know this has come up on in discussion before, but we found it. We have it in our possession.
When you say things like that, it sounds very weird.
It
We found
exists.
the Deacon!
We found the Deacon.
Isn't this the prettiest bottle, y'all? I really think it's so pretty.
That is a legendary bottle.
It's pretty
Like-
heavy. It's actually got some weight to it.
It's legit. I'm just saying. I'm really hoping that Mike Stad will finish it this weekend and let me keep the bottle.
I mean, this is a big bottle to finish a
Pete
scotch.
Deacon, if you're watching, you need to drink
Spoiler
an
alert.
entire fifth of scotch.
I need you to really start downing some scotch this weekend. I don't know. There's going to be a few different people over at the house. Pass it around. Whatever we got to do.
Of note, though, this is a oddly sized bottle. It's 700 milliliters, not 750.
The fuck?
I actually just noticed that right this minute.
Weird. Is 750 the average?
750 is standard, yeah.
Oh, I like that you both knew that. I had no idea.
Yeah. It's
How much is that in terms I can understand? This is what I
it's
did
a
when
fifth
I
of a gallon.
Yeah.
fifth of a gallon. Okay. When I was
Yep.
in Europe, every time we measured things, I said, "Give it to me in football fields."
I need it in eagles per gun.
I'm a dumb American. Give it to me in terms I don't understand this kilometers. How many kilometers we're going? I'm like, what's yards? How many? Is it a football field? 2 football fields I'm walking? Where am I going? These are the things I need to know.
See, I use a metric system in my job. Fragrances measure in milliliters, not ounces.
Right.
So it's like if I'm showing somebody a 100 milliliter bottle versus a 50 milliliter bottle, it's like look at the simple numbers, not 3.4 ounces versus 1.7.
Right. That's yeah. Always simplify. I'm the same way. Like when it comes to that, if I'm doing math or anything, I'm always like, what's the closest 0 or 5?
They want to know if they can bring it on a flight, AJ. Everything is that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and guess what? Guess what the TSA guideline is? Metric system. So
Wow.
many 100 milliliter bottles fit inside a quart-sized bag, baby.
3.4 ounces is all I know. It has to be under that.
Yep. And that's because that's a weird, oddly specific number. But that's because it's 100 milliliters.
Now we know. That makes sense. 100 milliliters is what I'm allowed to bring in a little liquid thing.
So
It's all made up.
we
Yeah. Eagles per gun.
Eagles per gun.
We do have this one here is going to be Brave this weekend, and is going to see Maxine with us.
I have not seen X or Pearl. I don't.
And X was on Netflix,
But
and then left the next day.
and we didn't watch it in time.
So it is a direct sequel to X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
Pearl,
Okay,
Pearl, I think you would really like Pearl, Bethany.
Yeah.
I just
I've been told
Wait.
this isn't too gory, but
I
I'm
mean,
still a little worried.
It's gonna have gore to it, but I've heard it's not as bad as the other two.
the other two weren't
The
bad.
trailer looks good. Like, I'm intrigued by it.
We actually
I think it
saw
looks
the
like an interesting
trailer.
story.
We saw the trailer for the first time in theaters with A Quiet Place. Like
Yeah.
we've actually not seen it on anything. That was kind
Also,
of weird.
shockingly, A Quiet Place had some horror trailers, but not as many as I thought.
Don't give it to you.
That was well played. But yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
We're probably gonna get all the horror.
I think
on
that movie is still called Twitter, but that's
Oh,
not.
we did get. Hey, we did get Smile 2, which is the first time I saw that.
We're
Trailer.
gonna see that on every fucking movie until that movie comes out,
Every
probably, like the first one was.
Fucking shoot me. I'm sorry. I'm not a Smile fan. It is such lazy. It's early 2000s horror.
Mm.
And it came out for 2020,
I've never seen it. I have no desire to see it. The trailer played before every movie that I saw.
This is a valid statement.
Yeah. And now
Oh.
Smile 2's trailer is going to play before every movie that I see this year, and I'm annoyed by it already.
So the other thing that I want to see coming up soon. So Longlegs comes out next week, and
So
apparently
the reviews for that are like, I think they're setting the bar very high for people to be let down. That's considered the hyperbole on that movie as a horror movie is astronomical.
so the apparently it's Nick Cage doing a Silence of the Lambsy thing.
Is he doing a silly little voice?
Yes, he is doing a silly little voice, but it's also a Nick Cage voice, so it's a Nick Cage attempt. Oh my God, Juice!
What?
You absolute unit, you legend, you not worthy.
Is it 1985? What is happening?
Oh, you're muted.
And you're muted. I take it all back. we don't deserve to be in the.
You should
presence
watch
of
the
your
first
voice.
minute and a half of this episode, Juice, because pretty much we just sing your praises.
We dissected your message to us.
So if you just ever are feeling low and you need a pick me up, just put that on loop and be like, "Wow,
Will do.
I am the coolest fucking person on planet Earth."
Dude,
What is your?
you
still have your hair, right?
could
It's
be
like
you could
that?
be streaming from your house, or you could be streaming from like a B-2 bomber.
It still has it.
Like
So I'm finally getting to the point at work where it's either I get a haircut or I put my hair up because the hair is going to get in drinks.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying out
Gotta put it up.
the I'm calling it the Terry Silver and Cobra
I
Kai.
love it.
Yes. And so
Mhm.
you're getting that vibe 100%.
That is
Oh my
100%
God.
Terry Silver.
Juice, you look that cooler
Dude.
now.
So, Juice, we showed AJ already, but we found it.
We did acquire the Deacon.
Oh, nice.
Did you like the Deacon? I feel
Juice
like
actually had it.
your review was it was very good. It was a good review. Like you described it very well, but I wasn't sure your feelings toward it.
Yeah, I mean I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from what I gathered from the way you described it. It's like it's a solid scotch. It's not going to change your life, but it's
Right.
very drinkable.
Yeah, if you place it in front of me, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
I
Right.
like
Nothing
yeah,
like
I'm not going to like
but
I'm not going to like deep dive search for it.
yeah.
We had to drive
But-
about a half hour to find it
We did.
because we were searching in
But,
places
like,
that had it.
y'all, seriously, this puddle is just so pretty.
It's a very yeah.
It doesn't look
Caught
like
a lot of
liquor.
eyes. It caught a lot of eyes in the dive bar I was
Yeah.
drinking.
Like,
The dive bar.
also, fun fact that it was at a dive bar. Fantastic, truly.
Yeah.
We had to go a couple cities over to get it, but the first place we went to was actually sold out of it. We had to go to a second one.
And I was like, I've never heard of this scotch, and this place that's sold out. Like, what are the odds? Right. But we found it in the second place, obviously. Happy days. Hopefully, good old Pete will get a kick out of it. I feel like I have to at least try a wee little sip because, name and all that jazz.
Maybe I'll record a reaction.
Oh God, yes, please do.
Yes,
I'm definitely,
This is like payback for when you had us try the Beverly and recorded it, but I was kind of a fan, but
you were weirdly into it.
Kelsey had
like you're playing volleyball.
I did ask at the party I was going to. I was like, "Is there gonna be volleyball?" And they're like, "No." And I was like, "Bummer." I kill at volleyball. You all know how tall I am. I kill at volleyball.
This is wow. I'm impressed by that, Juice. Is it like you're just that?
Just that like
quick.
Yeah.
Quick
reactive, like quick on the.
Having been at several theme parks with Juice, I can confirm Juice is quick.
Juice is very like.
We have good accuracy.
My
family has good like sports accuracy.
This works though, because Tom Cruise is
also not very tall. I'm also beginning to think: is Tom Cruise actually shooting a film in London, or is he just there to go to concerts? Because that man has just been at every freaking concert that has come through London in the last 3 weeks.
I don't know.
I go on the interwebs. I'm like, there's Tom Cruise at another freaking concert.
He would just be the coolest guy if it wasn't for one silly little thing.
And unfortunately, that thing glared out for several years.
Big thing, in a sense. I don't know if I would say little thing.
Don't get me wrong, Elron is my homeboy too.
Yeah, who doesn't
love
that?
I like reading about the parties. I don't like going to the parties.
See, my big concern with A Quiet Place was how Silent Birth was had. And I go, the Scientologists have perfected it. So, they would be so set in A Quiet Place universe,
Oh my God, they'd start multiplying.
Yeah.
I did have one plot hole with Day One, which it's not going to ruin the movie or anything, but I was like, how did that just happen? From a logic standpoint, both of you at least seen one of the Quiet Place movies?
Yeah,
both, yeah.
So
the first two, yeah.
They're blind, right?
Mm-hmm.
They somehow figure out how to stop on a dock rather than running into the water.
Maybe they could hear the water or feel it out. You know what I mean?
You can hear the water. You can feel the edge of a surface. You can feel the edge of a surface.
But you have to pull forward. They should have just
suspension of disbelief. Okay, is what it is. There's a lot of things you could, I did tell our dog that she's the reason we would last maybe 5 minutes in this universe. If that. I was like, we're dead. We're so dead.
Oh, yeah.
Keep her worth it. I love her to pieces, but all her noises that she makes are for sure screwed.
She would just see one of us after not seeing us for 30 seconds, and we're done.
Mm-hmm. That's a downer, but she's well worth it. Love her to pieces. Where is she?
Right behind you.
Oh, she's taking a little nap. She's just the cutest things. Yeah, that's true, actually. He doesn't really shoot films. He's just like, I'm going to go jump out of a plane today. And they're like, all right, you psycho man. And they just film it. That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah. They just got a pile of his corpses for Live, Die, Repeat.
Which apparently that might be what he's filming, because it's heavily inferred that there's a sequel to that coming soon. If they're keeping it under wraps, that'd be kind of cool.
What?
She's just said somebody, not naming any names, Jake Lacavetta, if that's how it's said.
I think that's how it's pronounced, yeah.
Missed a flight and lost their opportunity to snuggle with that puppy.
The cutest puppy in the whole wide world.
No, I still Juice, did you hear about the setup that I'd concocted with Jake for if he had come down to visit? So
Oh, yeah.
he was going through some old boxes and he found a BK Play-Doh set. And I was like, okay, you're gonna go visit Mike. We need to have you need to hide this somewhere in his house. You have to like contact Bethany, and we put this whole thing together for like he's gonna sneak it into Mike's house, put it somewhere he won't see it, and then tell him after he leaves. And then then he sees it and Whopper jingle, you know? Yeah, no, because he didn't come down.
See, somebody doesn't understand the concept of time and that you have to get to a flight on time.
I had a dream. You want to hear my dream? So,
Yes.
I had a dream last night. Austin, my friend, Austin. Jacob Whitnaven, as you all know.
All know and love.
Jacob Whitnaven and I, in this dream, we're going to fly to hang out with Austin. We're going to fly. And our flight leaves at 10 a.m. And Jacob is like, all right, so we'll leave here, meaning an hour drive. We'll leave here at 9 a.m. And I'm like, no, we have to be at the airport by 9 a.m. We have to leave by 8 a.m. And if we leave by 8 a.m., it gives us enough time to get through security and check in by 9 a.m. And he's like, oh, well, in that case, I'm not going.
Nice.
And the whole thing's off.
And then
He's like,
So
an
wait,
extra hour? I'm not going.
I'm not doing
I'm
it.
not. Fuck that.
wait. So Austin, Massachusetts?
Nice road trip that
Not
reference there. I'm the only one who picked up on that one.
Yeah.
It's the best bit in a terrible movie.
I was not a boy who grew up in the 90s, so I did not
That came
understand
out in the
reference.
2000s.
Not the point. The point is, no matter what it is.
But here's the thing.
Bethany, we're the same age.
I know.
So here's the thing, though. It's like Road Trip came out, and at the time, that was like kind of being touted as the big one. And Euro Trip comes out, and Euro Trip bombs. And now everyone remembers Euro Trip because of Scotty doesn't know, and very few people remember Road Trip.
I've only seen Euro Trip. I haven't seen Road Trip.
Road Trip's pretty dated at this point.
The entire movie setup is just Tom Green's character confusing Austin and Boston because he's never left the state where he grew up. And so it's Austin, Massachusetts and Boston, Texas.
Yeah. So they send him to the wrong place.
Is that like in It's Always Sunny when Charlie's like, did you guys know that Pittsburgh is in the same state as Philadelphia?
Yeah, it's exactly that. But that's the plot of the entire damn movie.
I feel like Bad Boys 4 is a little dated, and it came out towards the year 2021. I was like, oh, some of these jokes are like, you expect that from like Bad Boys 1 and 2 because of when they came out. But even this one, I was like, okay, all right.
I rewatched 1 and 2 right before 3 came out, and 2 in particular was like, yikes.
It's a lot of yikes.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
literally, speaking of yikes, we just watched a video like right before we came on the air about theme parks replacing attractions with new attractions and like the backlash it causes and things like that. And the guy said the funniest thing I've heard in a while.
Oh, it's pretty good.
So I don't know if people remember this, but the old King Kong in Universal Hollywood actually burnt down. Like there was a fire and they lost the whole sound stage and everything. And he's like, yeah, you want to know the way that you can get rid of something without it causing any trouble? Just burn it to the ground.
He highly recommends arson. Burn it down for the insurance money.
Just burn down Splash Mountain, then you can build what you want.
Yeah, then no one can be mad about it and make it a whole political thing. It's just, oh, so sad. It burned down. And just mysteriously burnt down in every park around the world. It's so weird.
I'm not mad at it though.
Yeah.
This thing's like arson. Okay.
I think it's kind of genius. You'd get some insurance money to then rebuild whatever you want.
Yeah.
And yeah, listen though, I know theme park people, and they would still somehow be pissed that you didn't rebuild
Oh, they were
the
with Hollywood.
exact replica of Splash Mountain in its place after it burned down. So
They definitely, when the thing happened with King Kong, they were very upset.
as they should be, because the King Kong animatronic
Was
is
awesome.
fantastic, and instead they got screens.
Yep.
So I'm
You
with
know
it.
what?
We were talking about this though. People complain about them. What is it going to be like when inevitably Fast and Furious Super? That's going to be like just a celebration. Like it's not.
There
gonna
will be
it's not
some
gonna be a funeral.
weirdos that act like they're sad about it, that act like it was suddenly their favorite ride of all time.
It says AJ's.
It will be AJ. AJ will come and have a full wake for it, a full funeral. He'll drink a Corona in front of it in its honor. It'll be a whole moment.
Just
Yeah.
playing the Fast 7 song.
Yeah.
Oh my god! If people
Oh my
love people
God.
and inevitably
Yeah.
closes, what's even
Guys,
the
we
point?
need white tank tops.
Yes, we're all going in white tank tops with a cerveza, and we're just gonna
like bald caps or shaving our heads.
we're gonna blare that song. Do I see you again? They'll be like, who was the person? Because there's like the two little characters that sometimes you get in the queue, but half the time you don't because whatever. And they'll be like, name the two pre-show characters, and I'll be like, I don't know, nobody knows.
Listen,
Gender neutral.
We're
You know that.
devastated that it's gone.
It's not Taylor because that was
Not
besides
decided.
It's something along that could go, for a guy. or a
Alex
girl.
I think
may
there's
have
a
been
Jamie.
One of them.
Yeah, I think
could have been a
Jamie sounds right.
Jamie.
Actually, I think
Someone, can we look this up? It has to say on Wikipedia. Or something.
I actually
They always
Jamie
mumble, and I just appreciate their vibes.
That's so true. Oh my god, what an honor it would be, honestly, on the day Fast and Furious closes to be there with John Lastrina.
we set up a GoFund. Like if they announce it and there's the last day and
Yeah.
Lastrina can't afford, like we set up
We're
a
making it
GoFundMe.
happen.
We will get that man.
I'll move heaven and earth.
Yes. Now I'm actually jealous of
Mhm.
Hollywood getting like a roller coaster with
Their
what
Fast
it
and Furious ride looks
should have
fucking
been
awesome.
from the start. I was like, oh, that actually looks good. Oh, jealous.
They're getting a drifting roller coaster. I'm
Yes.
like,
That is
why?
cool.
Why didn't we get
That
that?
is what our ride should have been. That's
Yeah,
your whole thing
if,
is fast.
if it's like a even like a lower tech version of Guardians, where it's like a tilt-a-whirl roller coaster,
yeah.
that could be.
I think
That
it
could be
is. First off, the cars are like that. I also believe it loops.
I think so.
So this looks like a very intense attraction.
And again, everyone's favorite movie of the franchise, Tokyo Drift.
Intense Attraction? No. I thought you were talking about the Fatal Attraction trilogy.
Like an intense attraction.
That should be a theme park attraction right there. Fatal Attraction. Just
Just
Definitely
do all the Michael Douglas erotic thrillers as theme park rides.
not.
Yeah. What's the
Stuck on
one?
Fast and Furious song.
What's the one I watched not that long ago? When I say not that long ago, I mean 2 years ago.
Basic Instinct.
No, with Michael Douglas.
I thought that was.
Walking in a processional through Universal Studios
Yeah.
with like that on a
Basic
boot
Instinct
box,
is
and
Michael
we're all
Douglas,
just
too.
sad in our white tank top.
But then, after it's closed, we got to go to full Smash Mouth to like bring Shrek back into it. Somebody once told me the world.
Disclosure with
Uh,
the late Donald Sutherland.
Oh, we haven't had that. We actually haven't brought that.
I had a whole moment for Donald Sutherland.
Yo, do we just?
Legend.
He doesn't have to go on the bracket.
Put him in.
No.
Honorary What the Show Hall of Fame
Just automatic Hall of
Absolutely.
Fame.
hero.
yeah, we gotta raise that name up.
I'm
I
putting
think he
I'm,
should.
I'm adding him to the document right now. Donald Sutherland has just been inducted into the What the Show
Yeah,
Heroes
I
Hall of
think
Fame.
By the way, like, you guys think if we just played his scene from, like, just his part in Moonfall, do you think it'd be short enough we didn't get copyright?
Touche.
Getting $1 million, not even standing up like a fucking boss, man.
I did have to take umbrage with Extra Movie Butter last week when they did their tribute. They did not mention Moonfall once when they were describing the
Only
great
some
Donald
of his
Sutherland.
best work.
And
Disgraceful.
it is absolutely disgraceful because that is his greatest role of all time.
I need to know who is. What are the little pre-show people named? Okay, hold on.
We're going to find this out now. So, this is very important.
It is.
See, now I'm
It's
still
one-
on Michael Douglas. Have you guys seen 1997's The Game?
The game is wild.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The
Yeah.
game is so
a long
good.
time ago.
Yeah. Disclosure
And
is wild.
Jamie, you're right.
Disclosure is
Hey,
You're
yeah,
right.
you remembered it.
It's Pat and Jamie. You were right. Jamie is one of them.
It was Jamie, and what was the other one?
Pat.
Pat. Jamie always seems, he or she, like they absolutely hate their life, their job, and I can't believe that they're being forced to speak these lines. Anytime I've ever seen a Jamie, like they are the most miserable person on planet
Have you
Earth.
ever met a Jamie? I mean, that's part of the course.
Yeah.
but
Jamie
yeah.
Kennedy.
That is, those are the
Boy or
two-
girl, Jamie.
And they keep it neutiral so you can.
So they could cast either.
Yeah,
They
because
keep.
you'll have some. Do you know what I just learned,
So I know
everyone?
some normal girl Jamies, but
This
trying to
was
think
the
if I know
hardcore
normal
Jamie's
boy
been terrible.
That's what they told us.
I just learned that apparently Universal got their first lady conductor, like only this past week. They premiered one. And I'm baffled by this because why was that not already a gender neutral role?
The world
Like,
doesn't exist.
Can you only be a man and conduct the Hogwarts Express? But then also I just
that was
love,
in John Roca's contract.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can only
Must
be
only be
Must-
a
Did you
man.
Like,
go?
yeah.
We're gonna go up to her and call her Lady
Yeah.
Outlaw.
Is she
Yeah,
working
so
on her
Lady Outlaw.
spoonsmanship?
So yeah, there's Lady Outlaws now,
How do you
and
feel about the fourth round?
And personally,
Yeah.
I think Universal has a great opportunity here to cast a trans woman in their role just to fucking piss her off.
Do you think you could take Snyder in the next movie trivia Schmodown singles tournament?
We should ask Lady Outlaw this.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
I think that's fair, honestly. Lady Outlaw.
Get her to
Yeah.
cut a promo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, LA was more on it than Orlando was. Orlando just.
If you were drafted in the same round as Jacob Whitnaben, how would you feel?
Oh, good,
Shit,
dude.
that's right, isn't it?
That was really good. But yeah, I was like, how did it take until 2024 to get a Lady Outlaw? But we're happy that they're there now. And
We're also just happy that Jacob Whitney had fun.
yeah, so true. Aren't we all? You know, truly, aren't we all? I don't know what our dog is doing, but she is like nesting on Mike's uniform right now.
So we're in our guest room. I always put my work uniform because I wake up pretty early in the morning, so I get changed in here so I don't disturb anything. And the dog has
Also, because full transparency, Mike uses the closet in here for his clothes because I have both closets in our actual bedroom.
Nice.
that is a true statement.
And this is why we're a great team because he allows me to have that. It's not like going to the other room. The bathroom is in between both rooms equally, so it's not like it's a struggle for him. Everyone, okay?
I'm just watching Luna right now.
Yeah,
You can see her.
She's losing her mind.
doing her thing. She also put my little squishmallow on the floor yesterday, and I thought she was trying to cuddle with it. You didn't have a squishmallow back? Squishmallow?
Yeah, she's
I don't know. She's
Just
a weird ass.
Jumping around.
the dog's 13 years old and still acts like a puppy.
But yes, his uniform is there, and yep, and she's just
She's moving it around. It was not in the frame at the beginning.
She's nesting, and she's just trying to see. Oh no, we're back at it.
Yep. Just,
Actually, just
was
the
high
name.
centered for a little bit there.
Here's Luna and her natural habitat.
Nope. Oh, she's
She has now found a spot that she finds comfortable. Let us
See,
walk.
we started turning into a real bit, and then she stopped doing it.
No, dang it, Luna.
She's the same way. Like whenever you try to take a picture of her, like
Hi.
the second she realizes that you're trying to capture footage of her, she just
She's
stops it.
like, I like this area. It has Daffy's scent. Yeah. Are you laying on Daddy's clothes?
She's like, stop staring at me.
We did entitle this episode "Giant Pretzel."
Yes.
And I just want everyone to know I could go for one right now.
Right. Okay, so are you guys more of a cheese or a mustard?
I'm more of a mustard girly usually, but I do enjoy. So, like at NBC, the queso was way better than the mustard because the mustard, #no offense, was not good.
Uh-oh.
But so I would go more for the cheese usually. But on average, if I'm enjoying a pretzel, I want it with a good mustard, a good like honey mustard, honey Dijon mustard kind of thing.
If it's a really good mustard, it wins. But on
Yeah.
average, it's probably going to be cheese.
Yeah.
See, for me, it depends on the pretzel because, like,
Oh,
the
okay.
softer the pretzel, the more I lean mustard. If it's
Okay.
starting to get a little stiff, that kind of thing, it's been a minute into the pretzel, then you go into the nacho cheese to kind of revive it, soften it up a little bit.
True.
So the NBC one, obviously where we worked, like that one, if you got one that was fresh, because they put a butter glaze on it, like if you got it like right out of the oven, you didn't even need anything because it was so soft and it had the butter glaze on it.
Butter on it.
It's
But I
just ridiculous.
enjoy putting it in a little queso. Yeah, I did. But you could just eat it. It was salty. It was buttery. It was delicious.
Anybody I've talked to that's been to NBC, like I've talked to people locally, and it's just like, oh, did you enjoy it? No. Did you get the pretzel? No.
Gotta have pretzel. It's the best thing.
Well, and the thing with the pretzel too is like, we served there. If one of them got brought through the restaurant, like if somebody was running it and people saw it, they would want it because it just sold itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Just
shareable.
a giant hanging.
Yeah, definitely.
The problem is people go there and try to order wings, and I know that this is going to
They're
sound crazy
Don't
because
get the
it's a
wings.
sports bar, but don't get the wings. That's the least thing I would recommend.
The spinach and
There,
artichoke dip was
personally.
bad too at
Also,
times.
spinach artichoke dip, trash.
Yep.
But if you wanted a good burger, if you wanted some good barbecue like brisket or whatever, as long as you weren't from Texas, because if you're from Texas, you're gonna be disappointed in it. I'm sorry. And if you wanted a pretzel, that's what you were looking for.
Cheese bites were decent.
Cheese bites were decent. We had lots of people come from Wisconsin that would order them, and they usually
They
gave
usually
it
were like,
positive
okay.
reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we, I had the
we
cheese
had
curds
them,
there. Yeah.
They're decent. They're not,
Yeah,
they're
They're
not.
not exceptional.
It's the same as the Deacon whiskey. If you put it the scotch,
you
if you
put
put
it
it in front of me,
me.
I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
exactly.
go out of my way to
That's a
get
great
them.
way to put it.
Because like we'd go to visit and that's what we'd order most of the time. We'd just get a pretzel and cheese curds.
Yeah, I pretty much
Yeah.
I just enjoy eating appetizers.
Yeah, definitely. I love,
salad.
That's my favorite thing to do. Like if a bunch of friends we're just hanging out at a bar or whatever, we aren't necessarily like getting a full dinner, but it's like, let's just get cheese curds, pretzel, wing, whatever, onion rings, like whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just get all the snacks, enjoy.
Not long after I turned 21, so a long time ago, when I lived in Virginia, my buddy Kyle and I there was a bar we went to, it was called the Clubhouse, and they literally had on their menu, they had like 15 different appetizers, and they had a thing, and again, this is early 2000s, but it was like the whole kit and caboodle, it said, and it was like $25, and you got a plate of every single starter they had.
That like is what, until I turned maybe 26. That was my like go-to if a place had like a mother load or like whatever, like the appetizer platter. That is what I would get, and then
I often
suddenly
out of sides.
Yep.
Like if any restaurant has a meal that's like you can get 3 sides, chef's kiss, love that. Or appetizers.
Yeah.
My favorite meals.
There's this place in Orlando. It's other places too. But this place that's in Orlando that's kind of by the convention center that it's called Yard House, and they have over 100 different beers and a double-sided menu of a ton of appetizers, and it's pretty cool. It's the kind of place we probably would want to convene if we ever were to go there again.
Yeah.
I think I ate it.
You
Yard
ate
House
it at
is there a
House.
lot of places.
You went to
Yeah,
Ale
those-
House for certain.
And then, but I know that was some place that was like a schmo's favorite was Yard House.
Yeah, because I think I ate at a Yard House when I was in Virginia
Yeah, there
a couple
are
years
multiple-
ago, and
There's multiple
yeah,
Yard Houses. It's not just a single location.
Yeah.
I don't have it in San Diego. It's the first time I ever experienced a Yard House.
But they do the yard beers, which are, obviously massive.
I mean, what is that in the metric system?
God only knows.
God, that would have been a great line to end on.
I know.
Like 15 minutes too early, but
Yeah.
I really thought, I was like, oh, AJ's queuing it up. And then no. That would have been good.
yeah.
Y'all, this chair is so squeaky. I apologize.
Hey,
No.
if there was an unlimited supply of hot dogs, but then there was no other food and you were a hot dog and got really hungry, would you eat yourself? I know I would. And I'd wash it down with a cold frosty Budweiser.
I don't know what's
Okay.
happening. I think he's having a stroke, y'all.
Hey,
Wait. So you didn't catch that reference?
No, I mean, I get
Bethany.
it.
Hey, I'm so sorry for what this. Okay,
I get
I
the
was
reference.
worried that the rest of your evening.
No. He's already bombarded me with it before.
hey,
But I don't know why he's just doing a whole bit tonight.
what's your favorite planet? Mine's the sun, always has been. It's like the king of the planets.
I'm gonna say probably.
I think it's because if you saw like when I was sharing screen earlier, and I had the GIF history down the bottom across that picture.
It was all.
There's a
It was
few,
all.
yeah.
I noticed
Yeah.
that.
'Cause if you go through like the most recent GIFs in that chat, it was
Every
something.
other one was happy.
We went on a little spree there.
We did look up Harry Carey because I don't actually I know he's a real person, obviously, but I've never heard him talk. And I was like, did he really sound like that? And I looked it up, and it's like kind of, but I mean, obviously, an impression is going to be exaggerated.
There were definitely games that he called drunk. If you found one of those,
It would be
more accurate. Like
No,
there
it
are
was-
definitely times
all
that
living it up. But,
Harry Carey was drunk in the broadcast.
but did he ever do like weird, exaggerated haze? Like, where did the hay thing come from? Do you think that's just part of the impression?
I think it's part of the impression. Yeah.
And I think that's part of when he was drunk playing games. Like,
I'm gonna have to look him up drunk calling games. Everything I've seen, I guess he is stone cold sober and a little bit more professional.
So I've told Bethany this. My buddy Kyle, who I mentioned, who I went with, his dad met Harry Carey in a bar in Chicago, and he went out to him, like, "Hey Harry, man, let me buy you a drink. What are you drinking?" And Harry's like, "Harry likes banana daiquiris," is what he responded.
Which honestly respect, you know. I also respect anyone who refers to themselves in the third person when ordering food.
I think you have to when you tell somebody that you like banana daiquiris. I think anytime that probably an 85-year-old Harry Carey is saying that, he's outside of his own body.
Harry likes banana daiquiris.
You know what he likes. You know what Harry's fond of. He likes banana daiquiris. But you know what I respect. Right on.
That's one of like the funniest like celebrity interactions I've ever heard anyone have. Like that's
Although
top
this
tier.
is not related, but I like that. I feel like the way the Southeast pronounces Chicago is not the same as the way anyone else in the country pronounces Chicago. Like everyone else has like
Chicago?
a sound. And I do a sh sound.
That's always been shut. And like Chicago is how I've always
Chicago.
heard it.
But earlier you just said it, you were like
Chicago.
in Chicago, and I was like, how did you just pronounce that? And he did it earlier too. I've heard this story twice tonight now, and both times he's pronounced Chicago weirdly.
Chicago.
All right,
Chicago.
let's pull up the map.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the map. There it is,
I haven't
Illinois.
seen the map in a while.
How do you So y'all are
So-
pretty close to it. How do you pronounce Chicago?
Chicago.
Chicago.
So yeah, like
I
where
don't
the
know. I even lived there. We should talk about what we should talk about is thanks to the video that Mike sent us through X or Twitter through not Skip Schumacher, Scooch Scotch.
Scooch Scotch. Oh, the 999?
999. And then us discovering the college league and discovering like he was at a college summer league game and all. I don't know if you two, because AJ and I talked about it in the chat. I don't know if you two really like went back and read our chat the next day, but we discovered like this collegiate college like league had all these wonderful team names, including things such as Macon Bacon, Macon, Georgia, having a team name Macon Bacon. But what
What was the mascot's name? What was the mascot's name, Juice? You tell him.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
is the mascot.
The coolest mascot name. It's well played. It's true.
Guys, when I tell you the next morning at work, as soon as my my people came in, like after I was done opening, like my first 2 employees that came in, I told them this immediately.
Yes.
Guys, there's a baseball team in Macon, Georgia. Guess what their mascot is? What, AJ? The Bacon. The Macon Bacon. And then they're like, already like just it's 11 o'clock in the morning and it's too early for this shit. You know, that kind of look. It's like, guess what the mascot's name is though? It's Kevin.
So
tell me that's not fantastic.
It's not the same league. This is an actual minor league team. They play in Madison, Alabama, and they are an affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels. They are the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
As they should be.
Yes,
that's pretty good.
I'm familiar with the Rocket City Trash Pandas. I've heard of this because it goes viral. Like you would think the Macon Bacon,
especially with Kevin Bacon being their
but
mascot.
You said that the Bananas used to play.
Right. So the guy that started the Savannah Bananas started it within that league.
Right. And then they became their own thing.
It became its own thing.
So
right.
I am not cool enough to have ever seen the Macon Bacon play, but I have seen the Wilmington Sharks play many a time.
Okay.
What about the Greenville Yard Gnomes?
I've also never got to see the Yard Gnomes.
Or,
we did. My family started to try we wanted to start the chant of Shark Bait. Ooh-ah! Anytime they scored a run.
I'm sure it could catch on.
You know, we really tried to make it catch on. I think they're probably doing it now. Probably not. But I really think that could have been their thing.
The Tri-City Chili Peppers. That's another team.
That's a good one.
Minor league baseball teams, like I think out of any sport, like with farm systems, they get the most creative, the most fun. Like a good small town minor league baseball team can be so like as campy as they want and can literally get away with any promotion. Like you don't get that at any kind of like collegiate.
I do think
or
we all
level.
have to meet up one day and go to a Macon Bacon game.
I'd be down for that.
I think that I need to get off of this stream and watch Summer Catch.
I know, but all this like summer league, college summer league stuff is kind of making. Every time we go to the Wilmington Sharks, I think of that movie. So I'm glad we're on the same page, AJ.
See,
I'm gonna look up.
My thing though is that my sister's in that area, and now I know that watching that movie is gonna make me want seafood like really bad.
Oh, we looked up Kevin Bacon. Yeah,
Kevin is truly a legend, y'all. We need to.
Yeah, we need to find like
Wilmington
footage.
North Carolina.
It's not crazy far from us. It's a couple hours, but
fuck you.
But Macon would be closer.
Yeah, Georgia.
Or maybe similar. Maybe
probably about the same distance.
Like,
probably similar.
Georgia's wide.
Just
Macon's pretty west.
Yeah,
Let's
Georgia's wide.
Yeah,
where it is.
Like us getting to Atlanta is like 5 hours. So like parts of North Carolina.
Oh no, Macon's not that far. It's only 2.5 hours.
That's not bad. Yeah, we can do that.
All I know is when I get on I-16, it either tells me to Savannah or to Macon. So
and like I'm sure they have like coconut bacon,
William, we're gonna need to like chat privately about your whole
Y'all,
experience.
we
with
have to
Breakfast
go.
Arrow.
We have to go meet Kevin. If we don't get a picture with this mascot, what is the point of living
Yeah.
life? Like truly.
We need
I
a
need
bacon.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up because I don't think I saw the little.
Wait a
dude.
minute, y'all.
Okay.
He can be present at such events. Our beloved Kevin the Bacon is ready to head out in the town and visit you. Fill out the form below to have Kevin appear at your special events, such as birthday parties, weddings, bar/bat mitzvahs, corporate affairs, community events, and fundraisers.
Can we
can invite
can
Kevin
we get him
Bacon
in a
to
bat
party.
mitzvah?
Can we get him in a bar mitzvah?
Can we get him at a fundraiser to get John the Streeter to go see Fast and Furious on his last day of operation?
What needs to happen to require a bar mitzvah?
There are some classes involved, and you got to like read the Torah. I think.
Jeez,
But-
I will
I've read
go
the
hear
I've read the
bat
Torah.
mitzvah.
I've read the Torah many
Then
times.
okay, I think we can do a bar mitzvah. I'm obsessed. I want this man at every function I ever go to.
Luna, we can have Luna's quinceanera.
This
Here,
is some
let's,
of his. Oh my god, y'all! There's a whole.
I'm
I
not
have to read
12
this to
years
you,
By the way,
There's a
guys, I'm pulling up
whole-
a picture for reference.
please.
Just googled it.
Kevin Bacon has a full fact sheet about him. Are you ready for it, y'all? Okay.
It's
Kevin is
not
a
as
fun-loving and
exciting
energetic
as I
piece of
thought.
bacon that cannot wait to entertain you this summer. Here are some important facts about Kevin. Favorite movie? Footloose, obviously. Favorite song? He says it's a tough toss-up between Footloose by Kenny Loggins or Never by Moving Pictures. Special talent? Dancing. Least favorite fruit? Bananas, obviously. Favorite number? 6 degrees. I love it. Whoever made this page for him, whoever you just y'all, it's easy. We can get him at an event. And there's the glare is terrible.
I pulled up a picture.
We just have to know. If I was trying to show you, there's just a form. You just fill out a form right here on this page.
Oh, there's a form.
Yes, and that is how you get him at an event.
Can he come to my birthday this year? My birthday
We'll
happens
just
to have a
see.
Jets versus Steelers Sunday night football game. Can he sit on the
Can
couch
he?
with
Yeah.
me and yell at the TV with me?
So
Yeah,
you
you
change your
just
name,
calm
your last
down.
name, email address, phone number.
If getting Kevin to appear costs like under $200, I would consider having him just sit on the couch.
Oh,
mileage.
there is merch. We need merch.
Plus mileage, though. That's the thing.
Kevin, will you come yell at the TV with me?
Do
while
you
I
do
watch-
bachelor parties? One of us should get married and go to Macon for the bachelor party and get Kevin Bacon there.
I'm off the table for that, but you two are good to go.
Wait, when's your birthday, Mike? Oh, I don't
October
know when your
20th.
birthday is.
But could you imagine telling that story that Kevin Bacon was
Kevin Bacon was on the couch screaming at the Jets Steelers game with me.
Oh gosh, this is great.
like you told people the story about Kevin Bacon being there, and then you show him the pictures.
Some of the pictures of fucking giant bacon.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule. We have to plan a special. Obviously, I think they pretty much only plan the summer, so it's probably too late for this summer. But next summer, and also at all of our events, weddings, bar mitzvahs, all that jazz.
The next, like, quote unquote,
He's gonna be there.
Schmodown gathering should be at a Macon Bacon game.
It should be. Yeah.
No, we can't do it in a game. We gotta lure people to
We
make
gotta book 'em.
Georgia. And fucking surprise.
What is Kevin Bacon's price? I want to know what
is the
what
appearance?
does it cost to get this man at my next bar mitzvah? Like,
He's a little bit more selective right now. He spends a lot of time with his family, but back in the 90s, it was nothing, man.
Paul Denuzio's got to have like a bar mitzvah kid or something.
Well, they have a Star Wars night. Can we go then?
What is it?
Well, this was this season, so it's already passed.
It already
June
passed.
15th.
Oh, man.
We could
That's
go for
weird.
4th of July, y'all. There's an 80s night. 80s night is perfect for Kevin Bacon.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July night. I love everything about it. There. Wait. It gets better. There is a Chuck Norris night.
What?
This place is amazing.
Kevin Bacon.
Y'all, I'm just saying Georgia is a wild place. And we love it
Oh,
for that.
we
Bacon,
should
bacon.
we should
Why?
like start putting the made in Georgia seal up at the end of the show. No,
Wait, what?
no.
I was so distracted.
I was
looking at
saying
different
we need to
events.
put the made in Georgia seal up at the end of the show now.
Oh yes, the little peach at the end.
Rawr!
Ah, this is great. This is quality.
The Savannah Bananas are old hat. The making
We're all about
is
the
where it's
bacon
at.
bacon now. We are all about
I
the
know they're beating them at their own game. I
bacon.
mean,
We are.
literally, quite literally. Let's play some ball.
Let's.
Brickma would have been a great coach of the making bacon.
Oh, 100%.
Brigma
Pitching
could coach
coach.
anything, honestly.
Next summer, the four of us, whoever's in the chat right now, y'all, we're all going. We're going.
Yeah.
We're going to
meeting
make a
Kevin.
bacon game.
We'll have to invite Moose and JTE and tell them both the merits of Argyle while we meet Kevin.
Yes.
We're gonna tell them we're going to meet Kevin Bacon.
What is Chuck Norris night in pay? You know what I
Just get
mean?
kicked in the face when you walk in.
What happens?
No, we get them there for that, and we tell them that they're gonna meet Kevin Bacon and Chuck.
Kevin Bacon is going to be at Chuck Norris night.
I love this.
Like we need to figure this out.
Was there? Can I also get an ask for Al at my bar mitzvah?
Jose Canseco bat. Oh.
Oh my god.
Just
We
going through all the
get some
gifts.
watermelon smash, we tailgate, and then we go Kevin Bacon on Chuck Norris night.
The
This is
possibilities are
incredible.
endless.
Guys,
Oh.
obsessed.
Wait. What is this? What is that from?
There's a big thing with casting Ryan Gosling. Okay.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roll bacon. I like that. You're a jabroni. Go ahead.
Kevin.
And like in a lot of ways, like Ryan Gosling is the new Kevin Bacon.